Well, tonight we're at the home of an alumnus to have a reunion, and so we're expecting a crowd for dinner and a devotion and some time together reflecting on what campus ministry has meant to them now that they look back on it as a previous season in their life.
I was there when the barn first started back in '03. It was one of the most meaningful parts of Erskine for me. One thing I really do appreciate about Paul is how open he is with his family. Having a family now, I understand how much of a sacrifice that is. I remember him letting us be there when he was doing family worship, when they sang a hymn together, when they read scripture together. And it was really helpful to think through what do I want my family to look like one day.
I had no clue about RUF going into college because I was a recent believer. A few friends said, hey, why don't you come to this barn thing year after year, hearing good preaching and singing these what had to be weird songs at first, but now looking back and saying, these are gospel-rich songs. I can look back now and say, we are where we are now in large part because of RUF. And so I'm actually in my second year of 3 years at RTS in Charlotte, training for the pastorate.
One aspect of campus ministry that I found absolutely invaluable was ministry leadership training. Paul would meet one-on-one and as a group with those students who were really interested in being leaders in campus ministry and would one day go on to be leaders in their church.
God used soccer to bring me to Erskine, but I think some of the growth that God seemed to place in my life as I was going through RUF, He's used now to create relationships and really care for people.
I just really enjoyed Paul. He's just a really likable guy. Just the way Paul loved people, that's a big thing for me. I like hospitality. And so when I see someone like that, like Paul, just open up his house, open up his property and say, hey, like I want a bunch of people to come in here, get to know my family, get to know my kids. Let's go on runs together. Hey, let's go hang out and eat food together. In some sense, that's a picture of the gospel and God opening up himself and pulling you into his family.
Paul always drove home that everything needed to be gospel-centered, that everything we do in life, in ministry, in work, in recreation needs to be gospel-centered.
One night a week, Paul would lead a Bible study there. One night Marie would do it. One night they would do a couples Bible study. It was really neat to see Paul as a father to his children, to see Marie and what a sweet ministry-minded wife she was to Paul.
More than anything, I think Marie enabled me to see being a woman, being a wife, and being a mother as a ministry.
It's been a privilege and a delight to be part of these girls' lives, and now to see them with their children, loving on their children. I mean, that is just very touching. I've seen today husbands that we've prayed for long before I ever knew they existed. So it's just been a beautiful thing to be a part of. You know, so many people are called to do different things to serve the Lord, and this is our place, and we're truly thankful.
God is at work. The students are different. The stories of their backgrounds are different. But the same God is at work, folding people into community and working through the word read, the word preached, the word sung, as I hope all of you remember us trying to do.